Alright, so today we're going to look at the complete disassembly of a Glock 19. First thing you want to do is make sure that your gun is empty. We know that the chamber is empty. Then what we want to do is you want to have something with a pointed edge. I'm just going to use this clear bore firing pin. Alright, so the first thing you want to do to take a Glock apart is push back on the slide just to where it clicks, which is about this much. And then you're going to pull down on these on both sides. So what we'll do is we'll push back on it, push down on the thumb drive. You got to push them down on both sides. And then I just use my finger and push straight down, which takes off the bottom piece. Now the inside of a Glock looks like this. All we have to do to take your barrel out is by popping this spring out, set it aside, and then pull your barrel out. You can set it aside. Now we're going to look at the disassembly to take off the back plate, remove your firing pin, your plunger, and this piece right here. So what we want to do, what I do is I push back on this silver block, just like that. That creates an opening, if you can see down in there, this little black piece right there. Kind of looks like a half moon piece right there. What you're going to want to do is push down on that piece, push back that way as you're pulling down on the back plate. So what we'll do is we'll pull down on it as we pull down on our back plate. Now once your back plate started coming off, what you're going to want to do is very carefully pull the back plate the rest of the way down and remove the two springs that are on the inside. But you want to keep your thumb over the top of it like this. And as you pull down on the back plate, the springs will pop out. And there's your back plate. We'll set it aside as well. Then, from the inside, you can just pull back on this silver block again, which is your firing pin, and it'll slide it right out the back. Just like that. Next, we're going to remove this spring that's right here in the corner. The easiest way to do that is just to grab it and pull it out. That's your plunger spring. Next, we're going to remove your plunger, which is this little silver piece right here. On your guns, it's probably going to be black, but I polished mine out. So what you're going to want to do is push out on this little block from the inside. See how it just kind of moves in and out? Well, I'm trying to show you that. It just kind of all popped out. But what it normally does is that plunger sets right in this hole. And as you pull out on it, you'll pull this plunger out as well. You can set it aside. Set this aside as well. Now your gun is fully ready to be cleaned. Clean out the plunger hole. You can clean these holes out. Make sure there's no dust or debris in them. Then you're ready for a reassembly. Now, the reassembly is the exact opposite of what you just did. This little circle goes directly into a little hole that's right inside of there. So you want to set it down in there. Then just kind of hold it in place with your finger while you flip it over and set your plunger back down in the hole. Once your plunger is set down in the hole, you want to push your plunger down and hold it, which will hold this piece into place. Then you take your plunger spring, push it back down in the hole, which will hold your plunger down and hold this piece in place. Next thing you want to do is slide your firing pin directly back down into its hole and just push it down in there. Nice and easy. Now, when you go to put your back plate back on, you're going to put it into place, but it's not going to want to slide up because you got to depress both of these springs to slide this the rest of the way in. So what I do is I push it in there and I hold it with one hand while I take something else and I depress the firing pin. Then it'll pop up and just kind of clip. Then you got to push this one down as well. all the way down to where that'll want to go up, and then you push it all the way up, and you'll hear it snap into place. Now that's all back together properly. Next, we want to put our barrel back in, which just slides in and sets into place. Put our spring back in, which you want to line up with your hole at the end of the barrel. And then just kind of depress it a little bit and push it down in there. See how it fits in there nice and easy? Next, you want to slide the side rail back into your grooves. It slides in there nice and easy. Once you get it back in there, pull it back. That just locks everything into place. Check it a couple times. Make sure everything's firing properly. That's it. Now you're ready to reload your ammunition and maybe take a little bit of a towel and clean off the outside of your weapon just to make it cleaner. So that's how you take apart a Glock 19 and reassemble it.